Hey, what's up? I'm your host, Christian Patterson, here to bring you this week's edition of TV20's Inside Sports Report. Rowing, also known as crew, dates back to ancient Egyptian times. The sport isn't highly accessible, but the Department of Recreation and the Foundry have teamed up to offer kids a chance to learn more about the sport.
They love it. It's something new, something different, and not all the kids know how to swim because you really don't have to know how to swim, but you have to be a water baby because you have to enjoy the water. But you know, not all the youth is good in swim teams and stuff like that, but something that's a sport that's in the water, they love it because it's so different, you know, so they love it.
I like the rowing because I've never done it before, and because this is a good experience for me and my brother.
We joined up with the rec division a couple years ago, and we were able to start off by having athletes, young folks from the community come into our center. We have indoor rowing tanks at the Foundry, and so we started by showing kids that, showing them a little bit about our sport, a little bit about what makes rowing unique and how they might be able to get involved. And then actually Delise came up with this great idea to take one of our smaller shells and put it in the pool, so that's what we're here doing today. Our regular rowing shells are about 60 feet long, so they're hard to transport and they're hard to get into places. So we have the plastic ones today that are a little bit more durable, they're a little bit more kid-friendly, but they allow the kids to really try it out before they ever have to do anything else, so they can learn a little bit more about rowing.
Well, I learned a lot, and I think it's really fun. I mostly learned about how going backwards and forwards and how to turn and stuff. And I also learned how not to fall off.
In rowing, we use our legs, and so we spend a little bit of time on the indoor rowing machines that we have. So we brought 2 of those here today. We'll show the kids what they're supposed to be doing so that they can kind of try it out before they get on the water. But as soon as they get on the water, there's probably 10-15 minutes of I don't know what's happening and this is kind of crazy, and then there's usually a light bulb moment pretty quickly, which is really awesome to see. Normally when you teach people how to row, it takes 6 to 8 weeks for them to have that light bulb moment to really feel like they're connected and feel like they understand what they're supposed to be doing, but with the boats and the pools they can have that really, really quickly, so it's a pretty cool experience for them.
They can come to the recreation centers and see if we have that program there at that moment. If not, we can give them the information at Foundry because they also will invite them. You know, they have programs down there for the community as well. So that's another good thing. We start in the center and then we interact with them, and then they'll come down there and do some of their programs that they have in the rowing and sailing program.
Down at the Foundry, all we do is community rowing and sailing, so we do both of those sports, and a lot of kids don't know that they could do that, especially in the city. Even if they're so close to the river and the lake, they don't know that that's an option for them. So we're hoping to open up that book and show them a little bit about what's out there. Rowing is really great because especially for women, you can get scholarships. It's the #1 scholarship sport, and so trying to open up and include more people in our sports. We think that there's a lot of really good character building opportunities there and a lot of really good opportunities for them to excel and to grow as a human being, and so we want to make sure that they know that that opportunity is available to them.
The aquatic program for the city's recreation department is dedicated to keeping the kids in the water with consistent programming. They recently held their district swim meet at Estabrook, and children from all over the city showed up to compete.
Today we're doing our district meets for the freestyle and the IM events, and we have all the rec centers, both east and west side here, and it's just all the kids are excited, they're fun, they're getting warmed up, getting pumped up. There's some nerves, but that's normal, but it's fun, and we're excited, everybody's excited, my kids, all the other team's kids, we're just excited to be here.
It kind of feels good seeing all these kids come out actually doing stuff. For me, it's kind of an adrenaline rush since it's been such a long time since I did it, and I love the competition. So it's more of a adrenaline rush type of feeling. Today, I'll be doing freestyle, breaststroke, and backstroke. I would be doing butterfly, but I'm not that confident yet in my skills in butterfly.
There are a lot of kids here. This is one of the longest swim meets out of our 3, because everyone knows how to do freestyle or IM. For individual medley, which is IM, we only have the 11-year-olds to the 17-year-olds swim. 10 and under don't have to swim that until they hit the age of 11. As you see, it's plenty of kids here, so it's exciting. It's really exciting today.
I swim for Estherbrook. I've been swimming for 7 years. And the reason I love swimming, it's just like one of my passions that I've always wanted to do, and I've always like wanted to go bigger.
They've been working real hard for the last 2 months. Now they're able to show off in front of their family and friends and everything that they learn how to do. And then we also combine the east side. Usually during the swim meets, it's just the west and the east, but in the district, it's east and west, and they get to see other kids. So they generally is just going.
I've been swimming for 2 years, and I started because my mom, she's a lifeguard, and she was swimming, so I wanted to swim. My favorite style is freestyle because it's like a fast stroke, and you get to react to it.
We practice a couple times a week, and to get to this point, they've had to swim in their practice meets that we've conducted throughout this past month or so. And those are just so they get the feel of what a swim meet's like. And my kids personally, they've done really well. We're excited to see how it's going to go and all of that, but we put in the work. We work weeks with these kids, practices for hours, so they're able to be prepared for this moment.
We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with more of TV20's Inside Sports Report.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
Need food? We can help. The Greater Cleveland Food Bank's Benefits Outreach Department works within the community to help individuals locate food and apply for SNAP and other public benefits. Weekdays, our help center accepts phone calls from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and walk-ins from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 216-738-2067 or stop in our facility at 15500 South Waterloo Road. Our benefits outreach counselors are out in the community every day assisting with benefit enrollment and connecting the community to vital resources. Keep your eye out for our food truck, providing free, fresh produce and SNAP enrollment in the community. For more information, visit www.greaterclevelandfoodbank.org/gethelp.
Welcome back to TV20's Inside Sports Report. I'm your host, Christian Patterson. The holiday season is here, and the Cleveland Indians and Delaware North hosted their annual Thanksgiving meal at Progressive Field.
So today's event is really close to my heart. As the manager of Community Impact, I want to give back to the community as much as possible. And today is really just bringing in a number of organizations that partners may never ever have a Thanksgiving, and just giving them a really great day to come together as a community and really share in the love and the family that we have here at Cleveland Indians.
Meals were served to visitors from Our Lady of the Wayside, Shoes and Clothes for Kids, Boys and Girls Club, Ohio Guidestone, and the City Mission.
The food is on behalf of Delaware North Company, Sports Service. Our food service providers, they provided all the food at no cost to us.
The family of the Indians, they are a family, and to bring our kids down, our kids to come down and have a meal, bring their parents down, it's really, really special. It makes our kids and our kids' families feel welcome and privileged and special. And I think to see the Indians' leadership serving food and making these kids and families feel so welcome. And what's wonderful is how many community groups get to experience this.
Toys for Tots handed out gifts, and Cleveland's Kids Book Bank provided free books.
So for me, it's great because all too often it's partners who give the books to the kids and get them into their hands and into their homes. So for me to be able to give books to kids is especially fun.
As a special treat, the Boys and Girls Club band performed holiday music for everyone to enjoy.
Our kids have played at the Rock Hall, they played in Detroit, they played in Chicago. Now they're learning Caribbean-influenced music. So you'll hear Oye Como Va, you'll hear a couple of numbers that are kind of a Latin influence. And they've been playing all year long. They practice 2 to 3 times a week. And getting to play in public is really part of the learning experience, which I think is great.
The Indians give year-round. But the holidays in particular is a time where families need to come together and feel that giving spirit, and we're delighted to be part of it.
For me, I grew up in East Cleveland, and I had a lot of friends that didn't get to celebrate the holidays. So the Cleveland Indians embraces that, knowing that our community around us embraced the Thanksgiving and Christmas a lot. So they really wanted to do this around the holidays and make sure that we bring the warmth and the love that we have as an organization to our community.
Thanks for watching the Inside Sports Report. If you would like to catch past episodes of the Inside Sports Report, Classic Sports, or any city championship game, head over to our TV20 YouTube channel and click on subscribe.